All right, second round. Yeah, we're going to battle first, I think. Ooh, this is nice. All of our colors, some good stuff. First, we get to play the game where we see if our Enclave Cryptologist lives. It's a bit of a lightning rod, but it's also, it's not that easy to kill. It's easy to kill, but they have to use like a full removal spell on it. And if they don't, it gets out of hand fairly quickly. Oh, we're up against a blue opponent as well, which is good news for this thing. So let's get some looting going here. We're not going to play anything or do anything this turn, so I'm just going to wait and see what he has and what he plays before. But this is great. He's playing levelers, and this could be a good way for us to get significantly ahead. We're going to start by looting a Crusher. That is a card we will want down the line. It's so not relevant now, but it will be, and we're going to get a Nest Invader, so we're going to be one turn ahead at least. Yeah, I think I can be a little greedy here and stay on plan here. All right, so this is happening. Now, I have a couple options. I can play a Nest Invader here and then use the Eldrazi spawn to level this thing up, or I can just level it up and say go. And I think I'm actually going to go for that plan here. I can also loot first. I guess it's a little too late for that. Probably should have looted first just to be sure. But, we still get to loot this turn. There just might have been something I wanted to play instead. We draw a Battlement or something like that. But our hand's pretty nice here. All right, that shouldn't matter. All right, let's ditch a forest here. Draw another one. What are we trying to draw? Well, I think the safest play is just to play the island, level up, and then play the Nest Invader. Because this way, I get to draw a card right now, and then I can play the Nest Invader for sure. There's a Prism. Probably still better just to play the Nest Invader. So we've got 5 mana. We'll have 6 next turn. So the Crusher is starting to become a reality here. If we can hit, an overgrown Battlement or something pretty quick, that would be sweet. The Vent Sentinels are sweet, and they will come down eventually. But we're the control player in this matchup because we've got this thing going. High number, first strike, you say. Yeah, well, we're taking it. Kind of a bummer, but our guy's going to block that nicely. And so, yeah, being the control player, we're just going to try to make this game go along. And there's a Battlement that we wanted, so that's nice. Play a Battlement. And then I'm just going to play Ogre Sentry here because this gives us Crusher next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exactly. And I'll battle here. We're going to have to take another hit here, unfortunately. Well, is that even true? I could just block with the Battlement here. I really don't want to. If he attacks, there's a couple of things that could matter here. Yeah, sweet. That's better. Take 1. No problem. Can I give you a card? I feel you. That sounds sketchy, but probably fine. Ooh, that's nice. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's draw a card, though, before, just to make sure. Guard Gomazoa, that's a nice one. Can we play it for free? No, we can play it for 2, so we get a mana back, but I think it's better to just play the big boy here. Because if this thing gets to attack once, the game's done. Just good game. You tried hard, but he's been mana screwed for a while now. Turns out not drawing 100 extra cards. All right, so he got us here. And, we have backup plans. Not a big deal, but a little annoying. All right, Ogre Sentry. All right, draw a card. Start here. And we have a Bulwark. So this is just a sweet, sweet, sweet situation. So I really do want to get this thing down, though. I was going to play the Ogre Sentry first, but I'm not going to. Going to play Bulwark Gomazoa, I think. Oh, I actually I can't. I used up my blue, so I'm going to play Event Sentinel. And this is probably better. I was being a little bit. Oh, I was a little sloppy. I guess I could have played the Gomazoa, but the Gomazoa is not like super important this turn anyway. It prevents 1 damage, so you know. I just trying to make sure that I keep my life total up as high as possible. But now I get to Vent Sentinel, and remember, yes, our Crusher has Defender, and that certainly matters here. So we've got multiple red mana now. So let's play. Yeah, I feel bad for you, dude. I do. I know what that's like. I mean, happens to all of us, but it certainly isn't fun for any of us when it happens. Do I just want to start doming him here? I mean, I do want to kind of end this game. I guess next turn I can do it. So that thing makes 6 now, so we get to play this guy. And we get to play Ogre Sentry or Rapacious One, or I can just start doming. I think what I want to do is play Gomazoa. Oh, I forgot to draw a card. That's not like me. Let's draw a card. Flame Slash. All right, that's fine. So let's just do it this way. You take 7, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. So he's kind of getting towards dead next turn. I do not have an attack here, though. All right, we did it. So guard duty is an issue for our fatties, and it makes me want to... Let's see. So what can we do here? If we ditched all of this stuff for, let's say, a Dread Drone and a Ghoul-Draz Assassin, that could be a potential way we could make this work, just because Ghoul-Draz Assassin destroys his deck. I mean, it is so nasty. But as we saw, Enclave Cryptologist does a reasonable job as well. We probably just don't need to change anything except for this, because it actually hits something now. So let's bring this in. And what's not as good against him? Arsonist is actually reasonable. Another card we can consider bringing in is Spider Umbra for his flyers, because it can just make one of our guys huge. It's also very cheap. But, you know, running Spider and Snake Umbra gets a little sketchy, so I don't think we need to do that. Explosive Revelation is actually fine versus him, because it'll kill most of his stuff. Maybe it is just Arsonist. All right. Let's see if we can just go off here. Yep, we sure can. Wow, he put us on the play? That's awesome. Yeah, that's great for us, I think. Best card in our deck. Go. Now we get to play Event Sentinel a turn early. We can deal with any early threats. You monster. You know, start 2-ing him, but we need to find some stuff, but the key here is this, because now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. There's 7 mana, so if we hit a land drop next turn, we just kill him. I mean, we don't kill him, but we Ulamog's Crusher him. Go ahead, wall fight, and we'll win that one. All right, so Dome you. Drew Event Sentinel. My gut tells me actually just to play nothing here. I think he has that counter spell. Let me double check. Okay, so this is the card I was talking about. He doesn't have to have it, but come on, the dude has 7 cards in his hand and 4 mana up. we have the board right now, and there's just not really a great reason to do anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack with Nest Invader because it's free, and maybe he'll, I don't know, play a spell or something like that. I mean, he just blocks for the most part, but sometimes you get him to tap some mana here. And he doesn't, and I'm just going to say go. Like if the game stays in the same state it is now, then I win. And if he taps out, then we can start slamming these type of things. I just don't see any reason to play into 7 cards double blue here. Totem Guide Heartbeast. All right. What are you going to get? That's the question. If he gets something huge, it could be an issue. If he gets just some random, he's probably going to get a Drake Umbra. And that's an issue. But this guy will help out with that dramatically. Also, we can Heat Ray whatever he tries to put it on to. It's just a Hyena Umbra, so not a big deal. All right. So get him for a little more here, and then land. No, Ogre Sentry, which is very close to land for us. This does mean we don't get to activate anything this turn, but it's probably still worth it. So let's just develop. Because now we have, a ridiculous board state. It does slow us down for the turn just because we're a little cramped on red mana here, but we do what we got to do. Dreamstone Hedron. Okay. A card that is powerful, but that kind of we don't care about at the moment, so that's kind of nice. Again, awkward situation here, but it's... So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. We actually have just a 2-turn kill here, so I think that we just do nothing. If we had another red source, we could play this and go even deeper, but this might just be a better play anyway because we get to leave Heat Ray up in case something dramatically bad happens here. Hand of Emrakul. I think he's just dead. I think if that's all he has, I think he's just dead here. So you have that. Because we just ate him and then ate him. And he puts it on his summoning sick guy, so... Boom. All right, GG, sir. Too many defenders indeed. All right, we'll see you guys in the third round.